Boker Tov, everyone. We're continuing in Mishlei Perek Yud Aleph Pasuk Gimel. Tumat Yesharim Tanchem. Here the word tumat is from the word tamim. The straightness or the simplicity of those that are straight, of the Yesharim Tanchem, that will guide them. The simplicity of those that are straight will guide them. Veselef Bogdim, and the crookedness of those that are traitors, Yeshaden, from the word shod, which is when a person fights an enemy and now they capture their belongings. They will be captured at the end. They will be taken. They will be, even though they're crooked and they're traitors, they're going to be caught. They're going to be caught at the end. So here the Gaon of Vilna explains the difference between a tam and a yashar is someone that's tamim. He goes with the Torah bitmimut. He goes with the Torah in simplicity. This is what the Torah says. This is what I do. I don't ask that questions. This is what Baruch Hashem. Many Sfaradim, Ashkenazim as well, but we're known for this is what Hashem says. This is what we do, and it's called emunah pshuta. I have emunah. This is what Hashem says. This is what the Torah says. The rabbis say, no problem, and this is what I do. Someone that's yashar, he says, someone that's straight, is someone that's yisher midotav, he says, straightened out his midot with his sechel, with his mind. He's like, you know what, this is not correct. The Torah says to do this, so I'm doing this, and he uses his mind, which is great, and he straightens himself based on the Torah. He straightens himself, so that's great. Being yashar, he says the only thing is that sometimes someone that's yashar alone, which is always using his mind, could fall into the trap of the Yetzer Hara. Because if sometimes he doesn't understand something, he say, well, I'm not going to do it if I don't understand it. The person that's tamim says, okay, even though I don't understand it, this is what the rabbis say, this is what the Torah says, I'm going to do it. Someone that's always thinking about everything, and well, if I don't understand it, well, hold on a second, learn a little bit more, ask a little bit more, you'll get to the end, you'll get to eventually understanding it. So the someone that's yashar and always, I'm going to do only what I understand, they could fall into that trap. And therefore, the proper way is to have both. Someone that's yashar and also tamim. So yes, analyze and question and use your mind. But there has to be elements that, an example I often say is when a person goes to buy a new car, you don't have to become a mechanic to know why every screw and bolt is in that place to get a car. You go, you test drive the car drives, and you buy it. So too, Baruch Hashem, we've been here for thousands of years. Even though Bnei Yisrael has been a target on our back since day one, we're still here. We'll always be here. The Torah is the truth. The Judaism is the truth. So, of course, I have to ask questions when I learn. And do I know every single answer to everything before I start observing? No. Start observing. We only have one lifetime, and life goes by fast. Start observing. Start doing the mitzvot, etc. And you're going to learn slowly. The parts that you don't understand yet, just do it, and then you're going to eventually understand. Because what's going to happen is, if you go that way, then at 50 years old, 60, then now I understand. Now I'm going to start doing it. Well, you just missed out in the last 20 years because you said, I'm not going to do it till I understand. So do it, and then you're eventually going to understand. And that's what he says over here: to have timimut and being yashar. And the last half of the pasuk is the opposite. The selef bogdim yeshaden. He says selef is someone that is crooked. And that's the opposite of tamim. And a boged, someone that's a traitor, is the opposite of yashar, opposite of being straight. And he says if a person has these midot, then they're going to be at the end, they're going to be plundered, they're going to be taken over, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be losing out. Even though they thought in their life, I'll be a traitor, I'll be crooked, I'll be able to gain a little bit now. No, Shlomo Melech says they're the ones that are going to be losing at the end. And here he also adds the Gaon of Vilna that the word yeshaden is also besichlam, that they're going to be plundered in their own minds. They're going to be so unsettled and crooked here, crooked there. Crooked. There's nothing grounded and there's nothing straight. So they're going to be so mebulbal in and of themselves, and that's how they're going to be caught and trapped, even in their own mind, even in their own selves, of what they're doing, and in their own crookedness. So Bezrat Hashem, we'll just do it one pasuk for today. Bezrat Hashem, may we stick to the Torah, be tamim, like Yaakov Avinu was ishtam, yoshev ohalim, and be yashar, Yisrael, yashar, el, straight to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and Hashem will give us and all of Bnei Yisrael, all the brachot b'shat Hashem. רבי חנינא בן הקשה מרצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות, אל לפיכך יבהלם תורה שנאמר, אדוני חפץ בצדקו, יגדיל תורה וידיר.